Top 10 things most people don't know about Cristiano Ronaldo. He was named after Ronald Reagan. His father was a big fan of the former US president and actor. He had a heart condition at 15. Ronaldo underwent heart surgery to fix a racing heartbeat, which could have ended his career before it started. He doesn't have any tattoos. Unlike many footballers, he avoids tattoos so he can regularly donate blood. He's a blood and bone marrow donor. After a teammate's son was diagnosed with leukemia, Ronaldo registered as a bone marrow donor. He has a museum dedicated to him. The CR7 Museum in Madeira, Portugal, showcases his trophies, memorabilia, and personal history. He's one of the most charitable athletes in the world. He has donated millions to hospitals, disaster relief, and children's charities. He was expelled from school at 14. Ronaldo once threw a chair at a teacher he claimed had disrespected him. Shortly after, he focused entirely on football. He jumped higher than an NBA player in one game. Ronaldo jumped to 0.93 meters, higher than most NBA players in a vertical leap. He doesn't drink or smoke. He avoids alcohol and cigarettes, largely due to his father's death from alcoholism. He owns multiple businesses, from the CR7 fashion brand to hotels and gyms. Ronaldo is building an empire beyond football.
We're going to look at why Cristiano Ronaldo almost had an entirely different name. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985, in Funchal, Madeira, Portugal. His given name is Cristiano Ronaldo, but his full name is actually Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro. So why does he have three names? Well, that's because when he was born, his father was a huge fan of Ronald Reagan, who was the President of the United States at the time. And his father thought that Reagan was such an incredible leader that he decided to name his newborn son after him. Now this might come as a surprise to some people, especially those of us who grew up in the United States and remember Ronald Reagan as the charming, handsome president with a big smile and a great sense of humor. But outside of the US, specifically in Portugal, Ronald Reagan was also seen as a strong leader and role model, someone who had overcome many obstacles in his life to achieve success. This was especially true in Portugal, where Reagan's image was often used in advertising campaigns to promote American products. In fact, during the 1980s, when Reagan was president, Portugal experienced a period of economic growth and stability, which many Portuguese people attribute to Reagan's economic policies. So it's not hard to see why Cristiano Ronaldo's father would choose the name Ronald for his son, as he probably saw Reagan as a symbol of strength, leadership, and success. However, there was one small problem with this plan. You see, when Cristiano Ronaldo was born, his mother didn't like the name Ronald. She thought it sounded too weird and out of place for a Portuguese person. Plus, she didn't want her son to be named after a politician, especially an American politician. So she told her husband that if he really wanted to honor President Reagan, then he should just name their son Ronaldo instead. This way, they could still pay homage to Reagan without giving their son a name that was too foreign sounding. Now, it's not clear if Cristiano Ronaldo's father agreed with his wife's reasoning, but either way, that's what he ended up doing. He named his son Ronaldo in honor of President Reagan, but kept his middle name simple by going with dos Santos. So that's how Cristiano Ronaldo ended up with the name he has today. It was a compromise between his parents, a way to honor President Reagan without going too overboard. Now, I don't know about you, but I think this is a pretty interesting story. I had no idea that Cristiano Ronaldo almost had the name Ronaldo Reagan, and it makes me wonder what other famous people almost had completely different names. For example, did you know that Lady Gaga almost had the name Lady Starlight? Or that Steven Spielberg almost wasn't called Steven at all? but rather something much more unique. Anyway, I could go on and on with these examples, but I want to hear from you. What do you think of Cristiano Ronaldo's name? Do you think it's fitting that he has a middle name that pays homage to President Reagan? And are there any other famous people whose names almost didn't quite stick? Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our next video. But before I do that, I want to remind you to hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, then be sure to check out some of our other videos as well. We've got lots of interesting facts and stories that I think you'll enjoy. At age 15, Ronaldo was diagnosed with a racing heart, a condition that nearly ended his football career before it began. Despite the setback, Ronaldo's unwavering determination and the support of his family and medical team helped him make a remarkable recovery and go on to become one of the greatest players of all time. In 1997, when Ronaldo was playing for Sporting CP in Portugal, he began experiencing symptoms of tachycardia, a condition in which the heart beats abnormally fast. At first, it was just a mild annoyance, but soon it became clear that something was wrong. Ronaldo would often feel his heart racing during training and matches, and he would have to be helped off the field by his teammates. Concerned about his health and unsure of what to do, Ronaldo confided in his mother, Maria Dolores. She noticed that her son had been unusually tired and pale lately, and she knew that something was wrong. Despite the distance between their home in Funchal and Lisbon, where Sporting CP was located, Maria Dolores took Ronaldo to see Dr. Carlos Amado, one of Portugal's leading cardiologists. After examining Ronaldo and performing several tests, the doctor delivered some devastating news. He had a racing heart, and his only option was laser surgery, a highly experimental procedure at the time. If successful, the surgery would correct his heartbeat, but there was a chance that it could also end his football career. Although terrified, Ronaldo knew that he had no other choice. With the support of his mother and father, he agreed to undergo the surgery. The operation was a success, and just 3 days later, against his doctor's orders, Ronaldo returned to training. Despite the risk of complications, Ronaldo was determined to get back on the pitch. His recovery was swift, and soon he was back playing for Sporting CP. In the years that followed, Ronaldo went on to have a stellar career, winning numerous championships and scoring countless goals. Along the way, he became a global icon, inspiring millions with his talent, dedication, and perseverance. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the importance of never giving up in the face of adversity. Did you know that he's one of the most charitable athletes in the world? When you think of Cristiano Ronaldo, what comes to mind? A supremely talented yet controversial footballer? Well, that's only half the story, because alongside his incredible skills on the pitch, he's also known for his immense generosity off it. From auctioning off his prized possessions to using his fame to raise millions for worthy causes, Ronaldo's charitable acts are truly inspiring. Let's take a look at the time he auctioned off his Golden Boot in 2008. Ronaldo won the coveted Golden Boot Award, which is given to the top scorer in Europe's premier football competition. That year, he scored an astonishing 14 goals, beating out some stiff competition to claim the title. But instead of keeping the trophy for himself, he decided to auction it off for charity. The prize went to a Qatari businessman for a whopping $1.7 million. And guess what? All the proceeds went directly to the children of Gaza, who were in desperate need of medical care. Talk about a heartwarming gesture. But that's not where Ronaldo's generosity ends. He's been known to pay for cancer treatments of underprivileged children and has donated wheelchairs to those in need. When Japan was hit by a devastating earthquake in 2011, Ronaldo was among the first responders, sending a message of support and donating $3 million to the Japanese Red Cross Society to help with the relief efforts. He's also donated significant amounts to the victims of the Haiti earthquake and the African Ebola crisis, among many other causes. It's no wonder why various media outlets have named him the most charitable athlete in the world. Despite his immense wealth and fame, Ronaldo remains grounded and committed to giving back. He understands the power of his platform and uses it to make a positive impact on the world. So the next time you hear his name, remember, he's not just a talented footballer, he's a true humanitarian who's using his gifts to make the world a better place. We're going to be looking at one of the most famous football players in the world, and the reason why he doesn't have a single tattoo. Also, stick around until the end to find out a surprising fact about one of the greatest football players of all time. Unlike many footballers who have numerous tattoos, Ronaldo has chosen to remain tattoo-free throughout his career. This may be due to the fact that he regularly donates blood and bone marrow. Many tattooed people can't do this as often as Ronaldo because the ink can fade over time, making it difficult to donate blood or bone marrow. But that's not all. There's another surprising reason why Ronaldo doesn't have any tattoos. He's actually afraid of needles. Despite this, he's managed to get through many medical procedures, including regular blood tests and even donating blood plasma during the COVID-19 pandemic. It's not just his fear of needles that makes Ronaldo unique. He's also known for his dedication to his craft. He is the top scorer in the UEFA Champions League and has won the Ballon d'Or a record 5 times. So what's next for Ronaldo? He'll be looking to continue his successful career and hopefully add more trophies to his already impressive cabinet. But it seems unlikely that he'll be getting any tattoos anytime soon. Thank you for watching. Now check out this video for an amazing fact about Lionel Messi, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Also, let us know in the comments section what you would do if you were in Ronaldo's shoes. Would you get a tattoo, or would you continue to donate blood and bone marrow? He trains like a machine. When you think of the greatest athletes of all time, what comes to mind? Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Serena Williams. All of them have one thing in common. They train more than everyone else. They put in the work when no one is watching. And the same goes for this man. Let me introduce you to Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a soccer player who trains 5 days a week, twice a day. That's 10 sessions a week, but that's not all. He wakes up at 8 a.m. sharp, eats breakfast, then hits the gym. After that, he has a swim session, followed by a nap. Yes, you heard that right. He takes 5 naps a day, 20 minutes each. Why so many naps? Studies show that sleeping in short bursts is just as effective as one long stretch of sleep. And Ronaldo makes sure to get his 8 hours in, but it doesn't end there. He eats 6 small meals a day, 3,000 calories each. And his food is mostly grilled chicken, fish, or pasta. No junk food for him. He also makes sure to drink 3 liters of water every day. Ronaldo's body fat is 7%, which is Olympic athlete level. It's so low that you can see his muscles pop. Now you might be wondering Why he has such low body fat? Well, it's because he doesn't eat carbs. Carbs make your body look bigger, but they're not good for performance. That's why Ronaldo sticks to a low-carb diet. So how does Ronaldo manage to train so hard and still have a life outside of soccer? Well, it helps that he's rich. He can afford the best trainers and nutritionists. Plus, he's got a team of chefs who cook his food for him. So basically, if you want to train like Ronaldo, you need to be as disciplined as he is. That means no carbs, no junk food, and lots of naps. Oh yeah, and you also need to be rich. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo can jump higher than most NBA players? Well, here's the proof. An average NBA player can jump around 27 inches vertically, but Ronaldo's vertical jump is 78 centimeters, which is 30.7 inches. That's almost a foot higher than most NBA players. And it's no wonder why. Just look at his headers. They're absolutely stunning. Defenders try to mark him tightly, but he just jumps over them, and it's not even funny anymore. I mean, these are grown men we're talking about. They're like, hey, how are you getting that much air, man? And Ronaldo's like, I don't know. I just jump high. It's so annoying. He has the hang time of an elite NBA player. Just look at this one. He jumps, he hangs in the air, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna head this ball. And he does. It's unbelievable. Now, Ronaldo is not the only soccer player who can jump higher than an NBA player. There's also Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but Zlatan can't head the ball like Ronaldo, so it kind of cancels out. Now, you might be thinking, well, why don't NBA players jump higher if they're athletes, too? Well, it's because they don't need to. When you play basketball, you don't really need to jump that high. You might need to box out, but you don't really need to jump high to do that. Plus, if you're a guard, you're not really jumping anyway. Now, there are some basketball players who can jump really high. Like, look at this guy. He can jump almost 40 inches, but most NBA players can't touch the rim if they tried. And Ronaldo, well, he's just trolling them. So, next time someone says Ronaldo can't jump, just break your phone. That person is a liar. And you should never lie about someone's jump shot. It's just not right. He's never drunk alcohol. Cristiano Ronaldo has never drunk alcohol in his entire life. And there's a good reason behind why he's never touched the stuff. You see, Ronaldo's father, who was also his coach, died of alcohol-related issues when Ronaldo was just 20 years old. As you can imagine, this had a profound impact on young Ronaldo, who vowed to never touch alcohol. In fact, Ronaldo is so strict with himself that he doesn't even smoke or drink coffee. He told reporters, "I don't smoke, I don't drink. I've seen what alcohol can do. My father was an alcoholic, and I never want to go down that road." When Ronaldo was just 8 years old, his father, who was also his coach, would take him out to practice soccer. But oftentimes, his father would show up to practice completely drunk, which made it difficult for him to coach. Sometimes, he wouldn't even show up at all. Young Ronaldo would see his father drinking and fighting with his mother, and it broke his heart because he loved his parents. Sadly, Ronaldo's father died when he was just 20 years old due to complications from alcohol abuse. This devastated Ronaldo, who was already a professional soccer player at this point. He was determined to succeed in soccer, but he also wanted to make his father proud. So he channeled his grief into his training and eventually became one of the best soccer players in the world. As Ronaldo got older, he became more vocal about the dangers of alcohol. He even partnered up with an anti-alcohol organization to help prevent others from becoming alcoholics. Ronaldo has said that his strict lifestyle helps him perform at his best. He told reporters, "I am what I am. I play the same way, whether it's training or a match. I always give 100%. I am a professional. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I only think about football, training, and playing." So next time you see Cristiano Ronaldo on TV or in a movie, remember that this guy has never drunk alcohol in his entire life. Did you know that Cristiano Ronaldo has his own museum? It's actually in his hometown of Funchal, Madeira, and it's dedicated to his incredible career. It showcases all of his trophies and awards, including the 5 Ballon d'Ors and the European Championship trophy. You can also see some of his jerseys from both his club and national team career, as well as some personal memorabilia. The museum is located in a historic building in the heart of Funchal, and it's definitely worth a visit if you're a fan. In fact, I would highly recommend it. The staff are friendly and the exhibits are really well laid out. You get to learn about his life and career, and it's just an overall great experience. Plus, there's a cafe in there too, so you can grab a coffee and a snack and take in the amazing atmosphere. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a celebrity or two, as Ronaldo himself has been known to visit the museum when he's back in town. So, if you're in Madeira, be sure to check out the CR7 Museum. It's a fantastic place to learn about one of the greatest footballers of all time. Thanks for watching. Now, stay tuned for more facts about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Did you know that one of the greatest football players of all time was once expelled from school for throwing a chair at a teacher? When Cristiano Ronaldo was just a teenager, he was a student at a school in his hometown of Funchal, Madeira. Ronaldo's time at the school was not a happy one. In fact, it was quite the opposite. He had a very bad relationship with one of his teachers, who he claimed constantly disrespected him. The teacher, whose name has been withheld, allegedly had a particular dislike for Ronaldo and would often criticize him and make his life difficult. One day, Ronaldo had enough of the teacher's disrespect and decided to take matters into his own hands. According to reports, Ronaldo got into a heated argument with the teacher and things quickly escalated. In a fit of rage, Ronaldo grabbed a chair and threw it at the teacher, hitting him squarely in the face. The teacher was left with a black eye and a bloody nose, and the school authorities had no choice but to expel Ronaldo. This could have been the end of Ronaldo's story, but his expulsion actually ended up being the best thing that ever happened to him. You see, Ronaldo was already a promising young footballer at the time, and he was just 14 years old when he was kicked out of school. With his football talent, Ronaldo could have easily slipped through the cracks and become another statistic, a talented player who never reached his full potential. But instead, this expulsion became the wake-up call that Ronaldo needed to focus on his football and make something of his life. From that moment on, Ronaldo dedicated himself fully to football, and the rest, as they say, is history. He went on to become one of the greatest players of all time, winning 5 Ballon d'Ors and 5 Champions League titles. Looking back, it's clear that Ronaldo's expulsion from school was a blessing in disguise. It made him realize the importance of education and the value of hard work. And it also gave him the wake-up call he needed to focus on his football. Who knows what would have happened if Ronaldo had stayed in school? But we can be thankful that he was expelled because it led him to become the legend he is today. Did you know that before every single match, Cristiano Ronaldo sends a voice note to his mom? Despite all the fame, all the money, and all the trophies in the world, it's heartwarming to see how down-to-earth he remains. This is a side of Ronaldo that not many people know about. It's no secret that Ronaldo is extremely close to his mother, Dolores Aveiro. In fact, he has a special connection with her that he doesn't even have with his own girlfriend. He sends her a voice message before nearly every single match. In an interview with Piers Morgan, Ronaldo revealed that he sends her a voice message so that she can listen to it before the game. And in the message, he tells her everything he's feeling, everything he's thinking, and basically what to expect from the match. This goes back years and years, and it's something he's been doing ever since he was a young player at Sporting CP. Even now, at 37 years old, playing for Al Nassr and being the top scorer in the Saudi League, he still sends his mom a voice message before every single match. It's amazing that despite all the success he's had in his career, he hasn't forgotten where he came from and the people who supported him, especially his mother, who is always by his side through thick and thin. She must be so proud watching him play for such a long time and achieve everything he ever dreamed of achieving. It's beautiful to see the bond between mother and son. It's a reminder that no matter how famous or successful you become, it's important to stay connected to your roots. The next time you hear Ronaldo's name, know that there's a woman in Funchal, Madeira, listening to a voice message from her son, telling her everything he's feeling and thinking before he takes on the world. Now, it's unclear exactly what he says in these voice notes. Perhaps he talks about his feelings towards the upcoming match, or maybe he shares some personal thoughts and reflections. Whatever it is, it's clear that Ronaldo values his mother's support and love more than anything else. And for Dolores, listening to her son's voice before his big games is a reminder of just how far he's come and how proud she is of the man he's become. In a world where football can often be a lonely place, it's nice to know that Ronaldo has someone special to lean on. And for that, we're all very grateful. Thank you for watching.
Today we will show you a player who can jump higher than most NBA players. You may know him as Ronaldo. Ronaldo's vertical jump is 78 centimeters, or 30.7 inches. To put that into perspective, the average NBA player has a vertical jump of around 71 centimeters, or 28 inches. So Ronaldo can jump roughly 7 centimeters, or 3 inches higher than the average NBA player. When you watch him play, it looks like he has springs in his legs. How does he do it? Well, it comes down to a combination of factors. First, his body proportions. He has a long torso and legs, which gives him the leverage he needs to generate power. Second, his technique is impeccable. He gets his body nice and low before exploding upwards. And third, his dedication to training. He works tirelessly on his jumping ability, and it shows. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so what? He's a soccer player, not an NBA player. So what if he can jump higher than some of them? Well, let me tell you, it's not just about the height of the jump. It's also about the hang time. Hang time is the amount of time a player spends in the air before hitting the ground. And Ronaldo's hang time is ridiculous. He has the ability to stay in the air for what seems like forever. It's like he's defying gravity. In fact, his hang time is so good that it's been compared to the best basketball players of all time, like Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that Michael Jordan could jump 48 centimeters or 19 inches vertically and had a hang time of 1.2 seconds? Well, Ronaldo can jump higher than Jordan, and his hang time is around 1.4 seconds, which is even better than Jordan's. What's even more impressive is that Ronaldo is almost 37 years old, and yet he can still jump higher than most NBA players. It's a testament to his dedication and hard work. Now, I know there are some haters out there who will say that soccer players really jump that high because they don't need to. But those people are just jealous because they can't jump as high as Ronaldo. So next time you see Ronaldo playing soccer, pay attention to his jump. It's truly amazing. And don't forget, he can jump higher than most NBA players. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content. Until next time.